with father of the bride, Joe Callett. Looks like I've drawn the short straw. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's lovely to see so many of family and friends here, so many familiar faces and some not so familiar. Who today have all become a collective family through the marriage of Paul and my daughter, Anna Louise.
With the dirty knees.
She'll kill me for that. I know that you're all here to share in their happiness, and on their behalf, I would like to thank you all. For those of you who know me, have no fears. Each of my three lads have come up in turn and said, "No jokes, Dad. No jokes." Okay. Full weddings are about love and happiness and looking to the future. But there are, of course, those dear to us who can't be with us today, and hope you will join us in remembering them. And on that note, can I first start by thanking my wife, Mo, because without her, it will be impossible for me to stand here as the proudest father alive. Anna, your mum and your Aunt Linda are here today with the biggest, brightest, proudest smile in the universe. Now, I've known this day would come since the first time I held Anna in my arms as a newborn baby. Although quite a few years have gone by for me to get to grips with the idea that she would find a good man to share her life with, it just gets no easier. So with all those fathers with unmarried daughters, please stand.
We know what you mean.
We know what you mean. But this is a happy day for me, one of the best days of my life. Every father wants the best for their children and to make them all happy. And for me it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got to know Paul rather well since he first started dating with Anna. And it's a great relief to me that Anna has chosen such a great man to spend her life with. I open my arms and my heart in welcoming you into the family, well, my son-in-law. It was just over a year ago, I was in a Southport shipping, yeah? If you go to Southport, you've got to have fish and chips. Saturday afternoon, just wait to get served, phone rings, unknown number. So you know the one, you got your phone up there, trying to get your wallet out of your pocket. A voice comes, I'm getting deaf, I have this. Voice comes out, oh, this is Paul. So you know your mind goes, trying to match the voice with the name. No, sorry, you've got the wrong number. trying to take a note out of the wallet with one hand, you know the one. So, no, he said, it's Paul Campbell. No, it doesn't ring a bell. Change out the pocket. So when this time I got there, I go outside. Boy screamed at me, it's Paul going out with Anna. And it was our Paul asking for my permission to marry Anna. So, what was my reply? All together?
Yes!
Now, the biggest worry I had was actually trying to find a story to tell about Anna. Because compared to her brother Richard, she was a Miss Goody Two-Shoes. I mean, when Anna was a baby, Rich was 2 years old, right? And he still is 2 years older. How great is that? But really, Anna was sleep, wake up, play, sleep. Hello. And I always remember this Early hours one morning, must have been 1:30 in the morning, we finally got Rich off to sleep, and Mo looked at me with a weary smile and he said, "Are you sure we've got a daughter?" So I've been around family and friends trying to get things to talk about, and it has been difficult, so I've sort of mulled a few things over last night, and this is what I came up with. I look back through Anna's life from the day that she was born until today. But the biggest problem was that Anna didn't want to be born. It was well past the sell-by date as far as delivery was concerned. Her mum had been induced back into the hospital. We tried all the old wives' remedies, the new ones. We tried the hot curries. We tried the bouncing space hopper. Remember that one, lads? Very heavily pregnant woman on the space hopper. You dare crack a smile. So it came to the day when something had to happen. Off we go to the hospital. Busy. They put us in an old delivery room with old equipment. So, use, right, lie on the table, nothing. And every time, that as soon as I lay down, it was like a pause button, and everything stopped. And up, down. And Mo said in desperation, "Can I go on my hands and knees?" So, do anything you want, you know. Now, I mean, my first four children, the father was not allowed anywhere near the birth. He was sent to the kitchen, and he had to turn the kitchen into a sauna, because you had to find every pan in the house and boil water. I must have boiled 50 to 100 gallons of water. Not one drop was ever used. Well, of course, with Richard, we were allowed in the delivery room, so I knew the score when Anna was due to be born. So you go to the right of the table to the head, like you're not allowed near the workshop end. And I've done it once before, I know all this. So what you do is you grab your right hand with your left hand. So you can't, it's hard to look down the other end. Now, once you hold that hand, remember the vice grip, lads. You can never get free of it. So it all started to happen then. So there I am. And because she was on the hands and knees, with it being an old table, there were square biscuit cushions, and they started to tip on the frame. Well, you know what happens if they turn 90 degrees, they're going to drop through. I said, no one listening to me, so I'm like this left hand. Right hand underneath the table, yeah? And then, oh no, a right knee is going through. I had to hobble like this and lift my left knee to hold the one under a right knee. And then, so when Anna was born, the mum was on hands and knees and I was at 45 degrees. But the moment Anna was born was one of the happiest moments of my life. I felt so privileged to be the father of such a beautiful baby girl. In fact, her brothers, as she was growing up, called her Boo, so beautiful. She and her mother were everything to me and all I needed at that particular moment in time. Then she started to crawl, started to walk, started to talk, quicker than I, fasten her own shoelaces and ride a bike. As she was growing up, Anna had long blonde hair, went down below her waist. She was forever singing. Came home one night, favourite pop star, she had bright red hair. Insistent that I sit down and she goes through this song with me. I'll never forget that. Another time, her brother Pete woke up in the early hours of the morning, in a bit of sweat because he could sense someone was there. Rubbed the sleep out of his eyes. There was Anna, sitting on a chair, looking at him, bright, staring at her. She was sleepwalking, wasn't she? Don't forget that one, Paul. Then Then she went to school, she left school, she found a job, and she found a boyfriend. So, essentially, here we are, here tonight. Now here comes the wise old father sage bit. The moral of these stories is that time moves too fast for us to take in every single moment of every single day. So, go out and enjoy your life. Find the ones that you love and never stop loving them. Because one day you won't be there anymore. And the world will move too fast for you to have said the things that you want to say. But I'll say mine now. And that you can find every moment of every day since you came into my life. Now I've lost my place. So Anna, please go and enjoy your life. Be happy, be loved. You do that, you make me your father. Now it was said years ago, in ancient times, that the clinking of glasses at the wedding drove away the evil spirits. But we only want good spirits with us here tonight, so mine's a lot of whiskey. So, ladies and gentlemen, would you please be upstanding and raise your glasses to a toast to my son-in-law Paul and my beautiful daughter Anna. And remember, look after them well. They may be the ones that choose my retirement. To Paul and Anna.
Not being funny, Dad, but even Kate's in tears now. How'd you follow there? Well, I tell you, Paul, is that the man of the moment. It's his big day today. So please give your best attention to our groom today, Mr. Paul Campbell.
Firstly, let me say thank you to Joe for his kind words, and I think you'll all agree it was an absolutely awesome speech, very heartfelt. I don't suppose you fancy doing mine for me, do you? Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my wife and I, we would like to thank all of you for coming today and helping us make this day so special. We know that some of you have travelled a long way to be here today. We are genuinely grateful that you like us, well Anna, enough to be able to celebrate our marriage in the company of so many family and friends. And on that note, there are a number of people who you both would have really liked to be here, who cannot be here or are no longer with us. We know that they would have really enjoyed today, and our thoughts were with them, as we know that we were being theirs. I regret to say I never met Anna's mum though, but everyone I ever hear talk about her have nothing but nice things to say about her, and I think that Anna is a credit to Joe and Mo, and I thank them both for raising such a beautiful, loving, caring and selfless daughter that I have married here today. Yeah. We are absolutely gutted that my granddad isn't here with us today. Unfortunately, Anna never met him, but I know he would have loved her and would have been the first to say that I'm batting above my weight when it comes to Anna. So if you could please raise your glasses to absent family and friends.
Absent family and friends.
My Nana sat here with us on the top table today. She looks gorgeous, I think you'll all agree. She's always there for us to listen, give us wise advice, and listen to me moan all the time. And she's always good for a nice cup of tea. She's just brilliant for support all the time, whatever we ever need. She's absolutely amazing. Amazing. We would also like to thank you all for the wonderful gifts that you have been so generous to give us. We really appreciate it and want you to know that it's made our honeymoon possible. Both my wife and I, I think I'm allowed to milk it today, would like to thank all of our family and friends for all the support and help they have given in the planning of making today happen. I personally feel exhausted from all my input. But, on the plus side, my FIFA manager mode is going really well due to all the spare time that I've had on my hands while Anna's been planning this wedding. All joking aside, Anna has not let me near any arrangement and has pretty much flown solo on the planning and the backup, planning this wedding, is down to Anna. But she's out there, she's had the backup of sound advice from close friends and family, and help has only ever been a phone call away, which has been a great comfort to us. And on a more personal level, I would like to thank Anna's family for the warmth and affection you've shown me to welcome me into your family. I've pretty much been a part of the Kellett clan from day one, but I guess now that it's official. The Kellett men have took me under their wing at the doghouse, and I've taken a personal interest in improving my alcohol tolerance. Unfortunately for Anna, me peeing up the bedroom wall on completion of such a lesson will be forever etched into my bride's mind, so thanks for that, guys. I would like to thank Joe personally for his contribution towards Anna's dress. It was a massive help, thanks for that. And I can tell you and Anna's family that Anna's happiness is the most important thing to me, and I promise to do you all proud. To my parents, I would like to say thank you for all the love and support you've given me over the years. And I'm sure that at times my 7-day millionaire approach to life must have been damaging not only to your bank account, but also to your faith in the men and women protecting this country. But I'm glad that you've stuck with me. You've taught me so much, and I really believe that you've shaped me into the person I am today. You can all draw your conclusions on whether that's a good thing or not. My family has gained a third daughter in this marriage, and to be brutally honest, I think they like her better than me anyway. And how do I know this? It's because they tell me all the time. It's nice for me to know that when I do go away on my submarine, eventually when I ever go, she has 2 families to look after her and provide support and constantly remind her how better off she is when I'm away. My mum and dad has generously contributed towards Anna's dream dress, and I'm sure that you'll all agree that she looks beautiful in it today. Yeah. Now, as a token of our appreciation, we'd like to give a little something to my mum. One job, Dave. Cheers, man. Thanks, Dave. You can sit down now. And now we'd like to propose a toast. So, ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses to the parents. Today, the ushers have been amazing. Thanks for being part of our special day and organising this rabble. And making sure everyone was where they needed to be and when they were needed. I hope that you all liked your superhero cufflinks and think that they were very fitting. Now, everyone has 2 families, their proper families and their friends. Earlier, I thanked Anna's family for the warm welcome, but I feel I should extend this same thanks to Anna's friends, who welcomed me into the fold with open arms. So this brings us all nicely to all of the bridesmaids. Thank you for making sure she arrived this afternoon on time. You all look wonderful, and I know it means a lot to my wife to have you by her side. They did a great job in getting Anna to the church on time. 10 minutes late, just saying. Yeah. And I heard that there was some kicking and screaming when it finally dawned on her what she was going through. And I thank whoever it was who had the forethought to bring chloroform with them. Although a lot of people have helped ease the workload of this wedding. We'd like to give special thanks to Laura for doing an amazing job with the flowers. They look beautiful. I'd like to thank Anna Young for doing all the bridesmaids' hair all night long. Mel for making the bride's shoes, and I think they will really fit for a princess if you can see them underneath them, that massive dress. Pete for doing a fantastic job as the Toastmaster. I'd like to thank Lorraine as well, his wife, for all the help that she's done with the decorations and the setting up of this place. She's been fab, thank you. To Sam and Dave for getting us all a lovely wedding cake over there. It's lovely, thank you very much. To Jamie, you're at the front still videoing and now he's done us a massive help today by videoing it so that we can remember this day for years to come. Thanks for that, Jamie. A special shout out to Sam, Steph, Mike and Tommy at the back there to arranging our stag and hen nights, and I think you'll agree from all the Facebook pictures that they were pretty horrendous and amazing. Thanks guys. To Brian and Joy and all the staff at Farley's Catering, the scrum was amazing today, thanks. We would like to have a special mention to Lynn, Julie and Gail for putting so much hard work We've put so much hard work and effort to decorating the room for us. It's taken weeks of planning and I'm sure that you agree they've done a fantastic job. Lynn and Julie have also been a massive support to Anna and I know that she's been really grateful for them being there for the last few months. Thanks for that. You get the flowers. You're all over it now, isn't it? Do you need a hand?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nearly done, basically. Mike, the best man. Thank you for helping us whenever we asked, for organising an awesome stag do, and helping make sure I was on the church on time with the rings in hand and generally just being an amazing mate. We were glad you agreed to be best man and have made this day as easy and as trouble-free as possible. So before I hand you over to this pathological liar, I would like to ask you to raise your glasses one more time to Anna, to my wife, to Anna.
Mrs. Campbell.
You just get a microphone.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Afternoon.
Does anyone want to take this place? For those of you that don't already know me, my name's Mike, and welcome to my Best Man Day. Now, I did read somewhere that a best man's speech should take no longer than it takes the groom to make love. Well, I'm sure you'll all agree with me that today has been absolutely fantastic so far. And everyone here looks amazing. I would like to start off by congratulating the happy couple. I am so honoured to stand here as best man today. No one else could possibly stand where I am right now and feel more proud to represent Paul on the most important day of his life. He did, however, mention earlier, if I do a good job today, then I'll be able to do it again the next one. Marriage asks that couples should take each other for better or worse. So Paul, you really couldn't have done any better, mate. And Anna, well, a bit worse. No, seriously, Anna, you've done an amazing job here today, and you really do look simply stunning. And Paul, you just look simple and stunned. I'd like to now thank the bridesmaids and the ushers who have done a great job here today and have all scrubbed up really well. The bridesmaids probably more than the ushers. You have done Paul and Anna really proud. Although I am a little bit annoyed that the ushers copied my outfit today. On behalf of Anna and Paul, I would also like to thank both the families and friends for the support over the past year or so. I know they really appreciate it. A big mention goes out to the special people that can't be here today, and there's two in particular. There's Mo, Anna's mum, and Paul Tucker, Paul's granddad. Right then. So I have absolutely tons and tons of stories to share with you all today. But then I caught up with Sue, Paul's mum, and she strictly warned me that I wasn't allowed to mention anything to do with alcohol, anything to do with the police, and anything to do with ex-girlfriends. Oh, that screws me up. Rest assured, though, that unlike most best man speeches that are full of sexual innuendos, I've promised Paul and Anna that if there's anything slightly risky, I'll whip it out immediately. Paul fancies himself as a bit of a comedian. For those of you that have spent longer than 5 minutes in a taxi with him, you'll probably know every single joke Paul has to offer. He loves nothing more than to reel them off to all the taxi drivers. I'm going to start. I've completely messed this up.
Come on, Jake. I've got a few little stories here about Paul, and you'll probably know that Paul's always the type of person that sits in the background and likes to get everyone else into trouble, and his mum will back me up on this. Yeah? And I've got an example here. When we were about 10 years old, me, Paul and Dan, our other best mates, had a sleepover inside my garden shed.
That's already wrong.
In the den. Paul wasn't allowed to sleep over in the den, so we had to tell 2 white lies to his mum about where we were going to sleep. So that night, we were making a right racket, and my dad came out fuming because he was all banging loudly on the door. To which Paul replied, "What the F was that?" My dad came charging into the shed and went absolutely ballistic. at the wrong person. He decided to blame our mate Dan. He got a right walking for it. Another time, we were playing at Dan's house in a cellar. Paul found a pack of matches and thought it would be really funny to try and light a fire. Not realising the consequences of this, the whole house filled with tons of smoke. Dan's mum walked in to find smoke absolutely everywhere. And yet again, Dan took the rap for Paul's actions. Poor Dan.
To the poor guy.
There's another story, and I've got to apologise to Dan. Dan, stand up a minute. Me, Dan and Paul all went to our local swimming pool one day.
He's coming out.
Whilst in the water, Paul happened to notice Dan had quite a large erection through his speedos. So being the really good mate that Paul is, he decided to draw attention to this without involving himself directly. His plan was to continuously bomb in and out of the water, making the really fit lifeguard on duty that day that mad with us, she ordered us all out the pool. Poor Dan was left in the water, drawing more and more attention to himself as a lifeguard, and now the rest of the pool was shouting at Dan to get out. Well, eventually he did, and stood on the side, in his speedos, while getting told off. Paul happened to say to the lifeguard, "Do you like his speedos?" She looked down, bright red-faced, and immediately asked Dan to get back into the pool. Paul at this point was absolutely hysterical on the floor laughing, as well as the rest of the pool. And the list goes on with Paul and other people in the game. Get lost with it. From a young age, Paul's loved nothing more than role play. And dressing up. For example, we have a Christmas elf. Then, we have a Christmas with our father. Most recently on the stag do, for all the people that haven't seen it on Facebook, we have the beautiful blonde bombshell lifeguard. And my favourite one is the hot pink thong and tutu combination.